Hey, so Kai, have you decided how many 2v2 teams are going to be allowed in this tournament?
I have not decided an exact number yet because a lot of pings going down on these Banshees, by the way. But I have not decided yet how many 2v2 teams are going to be allowed in the tournament. Right now, the number that's in my head is 32, but it's just going to depend on the amount of interest that it generates and how many people sign up. So I'll have a firm number once we actually get people signing up and stuff starting this weekend. And
You said firm.
All right, thanks, Beavis and Butthead. Yeah, once we get solid numbers that we're actually going to go with, I'll let you guys know. But initially, 32 is the number that's in my head. But like I said, that's up for change possibly, depending on how many people actually sign up. But yeah, I don't know. You got anything to add about that 2v2 tournament, Elisa?
I kind of want to play in it. I'm not too good at 2v2, so we'll have to see who participates. I know 2v2 is a lot different from 1v1. And someone actually posted saying banning the pearl necklace, but I don't know if any of you guys who want to join want a pearl necklace. I'd be happy to give you one.
For those of you who do not know, that's one of Elisa's favorite strategy. Elisa, do you want to go ahead and outline exactly what all that strategy entails?
Yeah, so a pearl necklace involves a 6 or 7 racks Reaper, and what you do is you do it against a Protoss. It has to be against Protoss, and one of your opponents can't be a Zerg, because if they just send 6 lings to one of our bases, it's instant loss. But you do it against a Protoss, and what you want to do is basically surround a 3x3 square with pylons before you build down a bunker, and then you put down the bunker, and then the SCV building is basically impossible to kill. And so the pylons around the bunker become the necklace. And sometimes we like to give people a full necklace depending on what we're feeling like today. We may even throw in a gateway there for added sparkle. And yeah, and once the necklace goes down, the Reaper goes in the bunker. That's game for one person. We usually turn that to a 2v1 afterwards, and then just watch out for anti-air, and it's usually a guaranteed win. So.
Nice. Yeah, that is indeed a very lame strategy. I would like to make a quick note in this game since we're making fun of ourselves in this awesome 4v4. 13 finally gets a base up and running, but there are a bunch of units looming around his front entrance. Stalkers, Phoenix, and Banshees, and it looks
And
like
if Elisa was a team player, he'd come and help me, but he's not. He only cares about himself.
Well, I would like to note that Elisa and I are once again carrying the team, taking down
Sorry,
the orange
I should have
player
opened up 2-gate robo with my
with
Zerg.
Big. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you could have gone 2 Ultralisk. I don't know.
I don't know if you guys were paying attention, but I was AFK for the first 5 minutes of the game. And this is a little known Zerg trick. If you go AFK, your money actually collects. And the game actually gives you interest on that money. So the more money you collect, the more money you get later on. So it's a pretty neat trick.
Yeah, that needs to be nerfed, man. That's what
Yeah.
it be.
This game is getting more and more ridiculous.
I would like to draw your attention to these nasty crap. I just minimized my computer on accident.
How do you minimize a computer?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Oh man, my stalkers just got face raped by all those Banshees though. That was bad.
I'm gonna try to pull off some drones.
Oh man, I'm sorry, that was hilarious. If you guys have not seen that video, I'm going to put a link to that video in the description for this. So if you are still watching this retardedly long cast of this announcement, which we're basically done making our announcements at this point and just making fun of this game, but if you are still by any chance watching this, check the description. I will have a link to that video. It is literally what I laughed really, really hard. It's one of the funniest StarCraft 2 videos I've ever seen in my life. But yeah, basically, I'm not even going to try to describe it because you just have to watch it. Yeah, definitely just going to link to that one. So, and there are an absurd amount of Banshees from Hank. Hank apparently loves Banshees. Do you guys see those moving across the middle there?
So do Elisa's Mutalisks.
I do.
Oh,
do
look
like
at those
Banshees.
Mutalisks just tearing those Banshees apart because they can't attack air. Oh, that's so painful.
I should have asked him if he likes propane and propane accessories.
Oh man, how is this game still going on, by the way? I would like to point out that Elisa and I are the only 2 viable teammates on our team right now. And Green, Charmander, the Pokemon, Hank, the yellow Terran, G Pono, the pink Terran, and Arsene, the orange Zerg, are all alive and well on the other team. So somehow we are still in this game. I think it's because Elisa was BMing with his Mutalisks.
Yeah, are you on 2236 right now?
I'm just after that. I'm at like 2243.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to point out that we waited until after my expansion died before we went in. And that's also another key Zerg strategy, is you want to wait till your expansion goes down, so the Broodlings come on, and those Broodlings will be able to take hundreds of damage for you.
That's because Broodlings are OP.
Yeah, they're super overpowered.
Oh man, this is the most ridiculous cast I think we've ever put together as a group. But anyways,
This is the worst video you've ever picked to be cast.
it was hilarious though, and we didn't want a serious game because then we'd have to actually pay attention and like be serious about it. And we just wanted to be able to focus on our announcements. 13, okay? What's wrong with that?
Hey, just mention my perseverance here in the middle. I'm trying to get. I got that gold base up and running again, man.
13 is once again mining at the gold in the middle here, so he is a trooper, man, not giving up. He does still have 2 gateways up at his main base, and apparently 1 probe, which is holding on to some minerals. Man, 13, you need to get those minerals back to your base right now, buddy.
Dude, I'm thinking about expanding, man. Just quick expand.
I'm trying to figure out why the Terran didn't get Thors, because 2 Thors would have ended the game. I would have literally just left. Because 13 the entire game was like, give me minerals, give me minerals. I'm going to keep losing my expansion, but give me minerals.
Indeed. I would like to point out, too, that Elisa has pretty much single-handedly just taken on yellow and green by himself, and I've pretty much just single-handedly taken on pink and orange by myself. So this
not
is
a big deal.
Elisa and I pretty much carried this whole game. How do you feel about that, 13? Do you feel like we're not giving you any credit where credit's due?
Well, there's always one player in a 4v4 that gets hammered at the beginning. You know, I took all the hits so you guys could get your macro going.
I think that was
And,
big.
no, he just died. I took so
It's called
without
tactical stalling, I believe.
Without me, you guys would have been in big trouble.
Yeah, he was giving me time to let me collect my money when I was AFK, and that just gave me a huge macro advantage to build these Mutalisks.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, that's just how 4v4s operate.
So anyways, yeah, just to recap, if you guys are ever playing 4v4 and you need a good strategy, this is it. I'm just going to recap our build order real quick. You have 1 Protoss player. By the way, you got to have 3 Protoss player and a Zerg player. 1 Protoss player goes rush to DTs. The other Protoss player opens with the double
Pure
robo.
Immortals.
You got to put the Zerg player AFK for about the first 3 minutes, and then the third Protoss player just have him sit on his butt in his base with a bunch of stalkers until his other 2 Protoss allies are dead, and then have him start pushing out on the map. So that's the basic build order that we used here. Did either of you guys have anything to add to that?
Well,
I don't know if it's as good as I don't know if it's as good as Husky's 3v3 strategy, but it's not as risky early game, just because you get those 2 robos out extremely early, and Immortals are really good against Zerglings if you can get more Immortals than Zerglings.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, if you can get about 8 to 9 Immortals out when they hit you with 6 Lings, you'll probably be able to handle it.
Yeah, definitely, but you would have to do some micro, though.
A little bit of micro, yeah. Unfortunately, Immortals are slow, though, so microing them is difficult.
It's true. That's why I like to get 8 to 9 Warp Prisms out when I have my 8 to 9 Immortals, and then I can just drop them. Kind of like the Thor ship.
You need to drop micro. Nice.
Yes.
I like it. No, Hank has not rebuilt his base. That is so sad.
I have so many Mutalisks now.
Yeah, I see that. That's painful.
It's
That many
so hard to
Mutalisks
deal
is
with.
difficult to stop with anything other than Thors.
And it's hard to stop with Thors, because, like, you can't expand.
Yeah,
This
Thors
many
move so
Mutalisks, you
slow.
need 3 Thors to deal with it, so if you have 2 Thors, I can go in and just kill your Thors. So you need 3 Thors at every position you want to defend, which makes it extremely hard to stop.
Well, and then the problem is, too, playing against us, at least in this game, is that I pretty much had all Stalkers, and that many Stalkers can take on Thors, too, so...
Yeah. This Terran player doesn't know what Thors are, so... Vikings are actually not cost-effective against Mutalisks.
You know what's
I don't
really funny is G Pono, the pink Terran player, actually has tech for Thors. He just hasn't built one yet. He's had tech for Thors for like the whole game.
I just like how the Terran players keep pumping Banshees to counter those Mutas.
Well, Banshees are invulnerable against the Mutas once you get Cloak.
That's true.
You're dumb.
Forgot about that.
All right, well, this game is over. We're out of here, guys. Check out the 2v2 tournament. We'll make another video. I promise it won't be this long or retarded when we actually pick the winners for the channel subscriptions. And like I said, if you guys aren't subscribed to both of us, definitely get yourself subscribing to both so you have a higher chance to win. And if you have any friends that are interested in getting in the draw or want to add subscriptions as well, they can get themselves in the mix. As long as they're on the subscription list for either or both channels by this weekend, they will be in the mix for the drawing. And like I said, we'll put up a video to let you guys know who wins. Thanks for watching.
GG.
GG.